Hi, my name is Pat, and this is my channel, Book Chat with Pat, and I'm glad that you're here. Today I'm going to be talking about some of my reading plans for the month of June. There are a number of ongoing summer reading events that I will be participating in, and I'm just going to talk about a few of the possibilities of things that I might be reading for those events. First of all, we will be continuing our reading of Finnegans Wake. We began this in April, and we will be wrapping it up during the month of June. I have also been reading along with that Richard Ellmann's biography of Joyce entitled James Joyce, and I hope to be finishing this in June as well. My in-person book group will be meeting in the middle of the month of June, and we're reading Lauren Groff's, I think this was her third novel, Fates and Furies, a portrait of a marriage from two different perspectives. I'm also planning to read Ali Smith's newest novel, Gliff. This was originally going to be a buddy read with Angelia at Read and Reread, but Angelia is including this book in her 60 Before 60 project, so this is now going to be part of a group read. This is a dystopian novel that we'll be reading in June. I have made a video about the Summer of Steinbeck, and the group read for June is going to be a reread for me, and that's The Grapes of Wrath. And I also hope in June to read Travels with Charley in Search of America. Some people have gotten a jump on the Summer of Steinbeck, and they've already been reading this, but I was holding this off until June. We also have a group read of the poet John Berryman, and we are going to read the Dream Songs during the month of June. We have a Voxer group where we will be discussing the poems. We have a schedule to get through. There are 77 poems in the Dream Songs, and we have a schedule set up for what we're going to read each day. So if anybody is feeling tempted to join a month-long poetry reading, just you can let me know in the comments below, and I can add you to the Voxer group. To accompany our reading of Dream Songs, I have also decided that I would like to read Paul Mariani's biography entitled Dream Song, The Life of John Berryman. I hope to participate again this summer in Book Trek, which is a summer-long reading event, June, July, and August, where people read Star Trek novels. I participated in it last year, and you can read any Star Trek novel, and you have participated in Book Trek. There are also away missions which involve reading, in addition to Star Trek novels, reading a book about Star Trek in some way, and also reading books about science. I haven't chosen anything for any of the away missions. I'm not exactly sure what I want to read for Book Trek, But the ones I am considering right now are a newer novel by Greg Cox, Lost to Eternity. And this is based in the original Star Trek series. And I was also considering Greg Cox's The Weight of Worlds, also from the original series. That's really the only series I know in Star Trek. And then there's a 3-part series that comes highly recommended by Jonathan Cohen. He did a video on his top series, and I think this one came out as his #1 Star Trek series. And this is Prey, and this is book 1, Hell's Heart. So I'm thinking about that, and I have been told by Brandy at Booklectic that I won't be able to just read one volume. I will have to read all 3 because it ends with such a cliffhanger. But she also highly recommends this series. So that's what I'm considering for Book Trek. I don't know that I will read all of those in June, but maybe throughout the course of the summer, I will get to them. I have also been participating in the CIMAC science fiction reading group. And we're a little bit behind on our schedule right now, so our May book is going to be discussed in June, and I'm not sure if our June book is going to be discussed in June or in July, but the books that we're reading now are Ring Around the Sun. This is an Ace double paperback. This was from 1953. I think it was first serialized in 1952 and 53 in Galaxy Science Fiction magazine. And then from 1961, Time is the Simplest Thing. So these are very old paperbacks that I have acquired, and this one's in pretty good shape. The Ace double is very brittle. I'm not sure that's going to tolerate a reading. I might have to read that one in another form. Also, June is Pride Month, and I think that it's more important than ever for people to participate in this event, given the current climate that we're living in. And a couple of things that I'm hoping to read. Actually, all of them are speculative fiction. Ali Smith's Gliff would certainly count as a reading for Pride Month. Also, a novel that came highly recommended to me by my friend Ellen at Ellen Made Book Club. She did a wonderful tag where she did recommendations of books for friends. And she had recommended a book for me that had not even been published yet. And I did get it on publication day based on Ellen's description of it and her recommendation. And I started reading it right when I first got it, and then I thought I would save it for this month. And this is Olivia Waite's Murder by Memory. And it says on the back of this, Becky Chambers meets Miss Marple in this sci-fi ode to the cozy mystery, helmed by a formidable, no-nonsense auntie of a detective. So that sounded, that does sound like a lot of fun. And then another book that I wanted to read for Pride Month, and this is also going to be one of the readings for the new Futurian Fellowship. But I think this is the reading for July, but I'm going to read it for Pride Month, and that's Emily Tesh's Some Desperate Glory. So that's a lot of different reading events and group events that are going on during the month of June. There are other things happening too that I just haven't found something to read for yet. There's just a lot going on as we enter into the summer months, but I think that I'm going to have more than I'm going to have more than enough to choose from this pile of possibilities. And as I read and adjust, I will certainly talk about that in my weekly wrap-ups. But this is the sort of the loose plan as we go into the summer. So, as always, I thank you for watching. I hope that you're doing well. I'll speak with you again soon. Take care.